break the pattern. You unlock your freedom. The real difference between those who rise and the ones who remain stuck has nothing to do with luck, talent, or intelligence. It's all in the way they think. Successful people refuse to be ruled by limiting beliefs. They don't let doubt take up space in their mind. They replace it with conviction. They don't wait for fear to disappear. They move through it because they understand something most never will. Your past does not define your future. Just because something has been true for you up until now doesn't mean it has to stay true. People reinvent themselves every single day. They go from broke to wealthy, from unhealthy to unstoppable, from lost to deeply fulfilled. The thing that separates them from those who stay trapped isn't circumstance, it's mindset. It's the moment they look in the mirror and decide, I'm done living inside this old story. Growth begins the second you stop saying, that's just who I am. Start asking, who do I want to become? Something inside you can begin to shift because the answer isn't out there somewhere. It's in the way you choose to think right now. You start becoming hyper aware of the beliefs running your life. Notice the language you use. Listen to the excuses that spill out when you're challenged. Pay attention to the fears you justify. Every time you hear yourself say, I'm not capable, or I could never do that, stop. Catch it. That's the old voice. The voice of limitation, trying to keep you safe and stuck. And this is where you interrupt the pattern, where you take control of the conversation happening inside your own head. Replace the weakness with power. Instead of I can't, say I'm learning how. Instead of I've never done this before, say this is my chance to grow. Because here's the truth. Every word you speak becomes a command for your mind. Every sentence is either programming for your weakness or wiring you for strength. And as you feel that truth landing, you can already sense the difference. The moment your language changes, your life begins to flow. Words have power. Every sentence you speak, every thought you entertain, every whisper you allow to echo in your mind, it's programming you. Your self-talk isn't just background noise. It's the blueprint for your reality. If you keep telling yourself stories of limitation, you'll keep living within the boundaries of those stories. When you start speaking with intention, when your language aligns with your vision, everything begins to shift. Once you change the dialogue in your mind, you've got to change the environment that's feeding it. If you're surrounded by people who reinforce your old identity, who normalize playing small, your growth will suffocate. You can't rise while staying in rooms built for your past. Surround yourself with people who challenge your limits, who expand your perspective, who make impossible sound like a dare. Read the books. Listen to the voices of those who've already walked the path you're trying to carve. The more you immerse yourself in higher standards, the faster your mind adapts to them. But information means nothing without application. Nothing rewires your brain faster than evidence. Proof you create through action. Start small if you have to, but start now. Every time you move through fear, instead of running from it, you weaken the old beliefs. Every time you follow through, you carve a new groove in your mind that says, I'm capable, I'm stronger. Confidence isn't a gift, it's a skill. And every action you take despite doubt builds that muscle. You want to feel powerful, act powerfully.